Hello again, viewer. I'm sure Matt has a patent pending for that one.
I'm looking into it, and that's all I have to say on the matter. Uh, Interesting.
Apparently the are, apparently the space station you start on, the mascot Peppy the dog, the Peppy the puppy, can unlock phones. I'm not sure how to feel about that. On one hand, it's adorable.
The
On
dog is the traitor.
on the other hand, that.
In all seriousness, that's something that's kind of annoying when it comes to watching, reading, or hearing a story. Whenever there's the interesting little detail or whatever like that, you can't help but think, okay, that's it seems like that's a setup for something. And sometimes there really is no payoff. Like, it was just, trying to be descriptive.
Hmm.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay. Here's something I'm seriously wondering. I'm wondering if I'm going to reach the point where I feel obliged to do I'm wondering if I'm going to get to the point where I feel obliged to do the additional the the effectively side missions and the stuff the stuff that you can do during the kind of stuff that you get to be. I am messing this up. I'm wondering when I'm going to get to the point where I feel ready to do uh, when I feel ready to do the normal content, or it's like the stuff that you can do between updates. Like I'm just wondering when I'm gonna reach the point where that stuff is where I feel like I actually need to do that stuff to keep progressing.
Uh,
main event. Keep up. Right tempo. This is our chance. My turn. Watch this.
Step aside. I have no interest in stoking conflict.
Let's rock. Let's go.
Past victories don't guarantee future ones. Honkai-I.
I'm sorry, I'm focusing over here.
I figured.
I'm trying to use some new techniques that well, I'm not saying I picked them up, but I'm trying to replicate from the dude who made those amazing builds before.
Completely understandable.
Lemon seed? Never heard of it. The time is now.
Time for the main event. Turn up the volume. Let's make it quick. Take this.
Past victories don't guarantee future ones.
Keep at it.
Step aside.
Time for the main event. Keep up. Right tempo. This is our chance.
Past victories don't guarantee future ones. Lemon seed? Never heard of it. The time is now.
Time for the main event.
Turn up the volume.
Let's go. Rules are made to be broken.
God, these are some lazy ass guards. They're just sitting on the ground. Eh, just not giving a damn.
They're probably paid by the hour.
Time for the main event.
Could do. Could be.
They're probably paid by the hour, don't get paid enough, and are just kind of not done with life, but kind of just living day to day now.
Hmm. Honestly, it is kind of brave of them because it's just these two guards sitting there while half a dozen guards are patrolling around them and are just and I'm just systematically taking them out each one out.
Hmm.
So it's certainly brave of them to be, or it's stupid. It's stupid of them for them to be sitting there while I've taken out every other guard in the area.
Time for the main
Mm-hmm.
event.
But it is, but I have to acknowledge that they are somewhat brave for his, for standing their ground when they are the last two people in this entire goddamn area.
Emergency fire evacuation system. Rock and roll transport atmosphere mode. Who the fuck added that? It's one of my scars. Your bridge control terminal. Fuck. Still found it.
I have some serious question about these guards priority, considering they added a rock and roll atmospheric disco mode.
Leave them alone. They probably don't get much of anything. That's probably the closest they get to a fucking employee lounge.
I hear this, but this is the main power terminal that powers the bridge that they use to get to the main combat zone.
Let's play it by ear.
I hear you, but now hear my counter argument. Paid by the hour.
Fair. You aren't wrong.
Like, at this point in time, there's only two ways to guarantee any, like, decent workers. And one of them is by paying them enough. The other is by making it worth their while in another way. Like, I don't know, maybe it's something that can lead to some growth in the future.
Like, or in civilization games, frequently it's very frequently in civ games, it's that they can it's that your troops will be happier if you let them pillage and as they please when you win a territory over. First rights on anything not already claimed by the general and all that.
That sounds very dangerous.
Oh no, 100%.
Like, is that? I don't think that's the kind of civilization I would want to upkeep.
I hear you.
But it's easy for me to say.
Usually that is one thing that you would start to. That's one of the things that you would start to remove from a civilization after a certain point.
There's a big guy up us in another way.
Okay, as long as it's not a permanent addition.
Gotta try hard sometimes. Check out this awesome move.
Ready to lose yourself? Fight it or rock with it. My music.
Conquer us all.
Rules are made to be broken. Pretty good crowd today.
Keep up. My tempo. Stay right there while I give you a present.
The time is now.
This song's just for you.
Turn up the volume.
Step aside. I have no interest in stoking conflict. The truth of life and death, revealed in an instant. This citizenship is but a vision.
Try that again.
Time for the main event.
Keep up. My tempo.
Batter up. Ready to lose yourself? Fight it or rock with it. My music.
Conquer us all. You have the worst luck running into me. Let's rock.
Whew, jeez.
You couldn't have done it faster.
You got it.
By all rights, I should probably be worried that that the area I was in was still being guarded, but the rest of the area beyond that is no longer has any guards.
Ah, so basically what he's saying is they've all been killed. And the moment you walk out, you'll find the perpetrator.
I'm more thinking that
Boss battle.
I already had a boss battle. I'm more thinking that this is supposed to be the front line of the defense.
We did it. We've gained access to...
I'm kind of thinking that maybe this
Perfect. Okay. We need to get to them.
maybe what actually happened here
Probably is. We'll do
is that the front something happened on the front line, and so
Probably gotta put him next to
they're
Miniboss.
like all being forced to go fight in the city.
To be seriously,
Hmm,
we can't reach a common
I
understanding
see your point.
without force.
My word?
Before, that's the explanation I need for the reason Cage doesn't publish creations of his. People up all the time for ramping my elegance.
I haven't fought with Jafar since we enlisted. He could never beat me when he was little. Now... Is that all?
Let me rephrase. That was the mini boss battle, and I see the actual boss, or potentially the actual boss battle, against one of the people who's helping me. He's a big, or little brother, big brother, brother of in some regard, who is the leader of the guard, and how there's apparently no way in hell I'm going to be able to convince him to join my side.
Hmm.
It's for a good reason, I swear. Hmm. Okay, physical, ice, lightning, wind, quantum, imaginary, and fire. Hmm. I'm sure there's a better way to get these than just purchasing them from the thing, but
Most likely.
but I don't know that way yet, so I'm gonna. You okay?
Yeah, I just pulled some of my hairs while moving.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's whatever, you know how long my hair is.
Yeah. Okay. One of those. Two of those. Four of those. Four of those. I think that's everything I need. You know, I like this character. I really do, but equally, uh,
Sure.
it, uh, the character's name is March 7th. Um, I like her character, but right now at least, it feels like her character is too. Like her character is. Str- her character has its uses because it's like it's an AoE ice type user that can put shields on other characters.
Hmm.
But unless unless I can really buff her up as is, I'm not sure long term I can really keep using her because if like her attacks just do so little compared to every other character I have that I feel like if I'm only keeping her for her defensive purposes, I could probably find
Then,
someone
yeah,
better.
then. Hmm. If it's just the defense you're interested in, then there's just superior options. I get it.
Hmm.
Excuse me.
I should have looked at this first. Damn it. We'll think about that and come back to it later. Okay, that's definitely part of it. So, out of all of my characters,
Uh-huh.
she has this, or all the characters on my main team at least. Like, of all of them, she she has like almost like 120 less attack than all the other characters.
Mm.
That might be something I can fix, but for the moment, not really. Oh yeah, poor bunny mascot needed help
Speak to Doctor about what happened.
on the poor bunny mascot conductor.
Hmm.
No one doesn't know. We did it! Hooray! No one knows how pom-pom was...
That's a weird sentence. The mirror is gratefully for your kindness. It worries me.
Oh, hey. Thanks for coming. What are you talking about? I don't see a mirror.
Oh, lovely. It's a mirror that only I can see.
Mirror?
Excellent, Mr. Young Lady.
Hey, have you found something? Come on!
And strange girl that I have never met before in my life just stepped out of the broken mirror.
Perfect. I'm a messenger from the Garden of Recollection. You'll be staying on the Express from now on. It's very nice to meet you. Thank you. You're a friendly one. However, I should still explain. Garden of Recollection is a religion that worships the Aeon Flame. As a messenger for the remembrance,
God
we prepare the
fucking
way
damn it, Monsoon.
to traverse the universe in the form of names, to search the stars unrecognizable for the most beautiful memories.
So, the person who stepped out of the mirror is a messenger for the remembrance who surrendered their worldly bodies and traverse the universe in the form of memes.
Ah.
Which is why I said goddamn it, Monsoon, because if someone's talking about memes and they're not talking about what we think of as memes, I think of Monsoon.
See what I'm able to be here. You must have already come to
Because...
understand the
The
purpose
memes,
and
Jack.
importance of the Garden of
Yeah,
Recollection.
exactly.
The memories that you possess
Ironically, that
are the
was
perfect outlet for the
that's
Garden of
potentially
Recollection
one of the last
memories.
instances, at least in you could say mainstream,
The Garden of
where
Recollection
that
believes
was
in
one of the
peace,
last mainstream uses of
in
the
harmony,
original word.
and
hmm
extremely rare and precious. And it's very likely there will be even more in the future.
So, basically, this meme lady is saying that she could just she and all of her other messenger friends could just follow me without me ever knowing,
Hmm.
but uh, the god they worship believes the god they worship believes that
If they
the
did that, they're bitches.
that the amnesiac memories that I have be, uh, are rare and precious.
That's why I thought it'd be best if I introduced myself to you. I noticed that you
I
also
see.
received the concept of
So yeah.
fortune notice. The Garden of Recollection wouldn't want you to mistake us for thieves or crooks. Everything we do, as I believe we've become acquainted now. Some keywords and hints to your
Excuse
question.
me.
Fortune and light coming. When you came in contact with them, the concept of remembrance, Garden of Recollection,
Fucking
and yours
mimetic
came to
hazards,
mind.
man.
Madame Herta has a slight prejudice against us, so the Garden of Recollection believes that it'll be best if there is actually something rather new. So I'll get right to it. The Garden... But don't worry, we won't take it from you. This is the Forgotten Hall, created specially to store your memories. We hope that you can visit this place regularly to rekindle your lost feelings. The Garden of Recollection will come. I swear on the memories of my past self. Do you want to
What
visit?
the fuck? So,
Yes.
to my understanding, basically this uh,
We need a strategy.
to my understanding, basically this lady and all of her
Step
friends
aside. I have no interest in story.
are here because
Time for the main event.
their god believes I'm special,
Let's tempo. Let's make it quick.
and so
It's called Jarilo-VI.
since their god believes I'm special, they're going to they have cleared
Legacy? Never heard of it.
they have cleared an entire goddamn hall specifically to store my memories in, and all I have to do
I have no interest in
is fight shit, get fight shit that I then get rewarded for fighting, and then in that simple transaction, I'll get rewards. Apparently.
Ready to lose yourself? Fight it or rock with it. My music. Conquer us all. Turn up the volume. Let's go. Take this. Watch this. Rules are made to be broken.
The truth of life and death. Reveal this sensation. Is better vision.
What is it? Are you not feeling it? A strong stimulus will lower your guard against your subconscious from now on. All you have to do is enter the Forgotten Hall. About me being on the Astral Express. It'd be best if you kept it between the two of us. I won't reveal more. You can say that it's for an A's friend or an Inquisition student. They often suddenly... Alrighty then. Just step close to the...
Did you find anything?
Someone from the Garden of the Collections.
Seems like the rumors are true. The emanators of the remembrance. Yes, I agree. Dealing with the Garden of
Meet him at the scene.
Like, whatever your name is, why would I trust you? Basically broke and told me that you're staying no matter what, and that I would just have to take your word for it. The, like, there's no way in hell I'm just going to accept that accept you coming in here without letting the rest of my traveling, the rest of the people I work with, know you're here, even if they can't see you. That's just
Has he
not
tried?
happening.
Has he tried walking forward and backward?
What?
Has he tried just like walking back and forth repeatedly? Because I don't know, that feels like something trustworthy, something totally not sus.
Wait, Jakar?
When the sentry reported to me, I thought there must have been a misunderstanding. Step away from the intruder, Soval.
I'm sorry. I haven't understood.
It's just a fear. Enough, Soval. Have you forgotten where we are? You Randalls ought to know this place better than anywhere. The outer reach of the Silvermane Garden. Every person who fears you. Even fugitives considered as tickets. Attacking my Silvermane comrades and ours. Hijacking the energy hub.
Wow, that's harsh, little brother.
Why do you think I've come here? We found a way to dispel the eternal freeze, to seal the fragmenta. My brain is
Like,
as lifeless.
he's far too trustworthy of the government, but
Why wouldn't you report to Madame Draconia?
Ah,
You've been stripped of
a
everything.
useful idiot.
Mhm.
Addendum is getting close to the truth.
You have all seen the Supreme Guardian in person.
Too hard. The origin and speed of the fragmenta is linked to the stellar.
I know about the stellar one. It's exactly what the fugitives behind you are seeking. But Madame Draconia has warned me before that you were indulging in fates. That you've been exposed to forbidden knowledge, and that you would bring destruction guards, formation, and Resputin to the inundated with fragmental monsters and
Addendum is only forbidden to conceal the truth within it. Dracolia is afraid that we'll seize on this knowledge. The truth is far and wide. Whether you believe it or not, it's the truth. Regardless, you should know by now resistance has never been easier. If there's something or someone you can't abide, you should stand up and resist. And if there's something you
see your explanation for the truth. You are charged with sabotaging the Silvermane Guard restricted zone. And my capacity isn't enough to hold you doing so long. You won't get away.
don't try to make it too much, Jakar. Diplomacy, power negotiations, and in combat.
Move carefully.
holy shit, he has a gun that's big enough to let him use it as a fucking shield.
That seems funny.
It'd be less funny if I didn't
Wasn't
have.
aimed at you.
Yeah, basically. It's also big enough for him to use it as a giant hammer. Because that makes sense.
Turn up the volume.
The truth
Multi-tool.
revealed in an instant. This sensation is but a vision.
Let's go. Take the rules are made to be broken.
You know, there are days I really worry about my character.
Because of something they do, or because of something you make them do.
They're... They have, like, the deadest eyes.
My command. Take cover.
Like... Like, I... Like, I look at their eyes, and it's just like...
Try hard sometimes.
Especially when I use a ultimate... When I use their baseball-themed ultimate attack. It really feels like they're staring into... They're, like... So flat that I feel like they're... that they're... what... You...
See?
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Just, yeah.
The truth that lies within, revealed in this sensation, is but a vision.
I'm as stubborn as iron. Enough, Jakar. Take a look around
So basically, we beat him up enough that he's willing to step back and listen to the fact that we have literally been working with his general, and that it's probably a good idea for him to step aside now.
Hmm.
I do want to carry out the order.
Not gonna lie though, it's pretty sad that it seems that even up until the end, he was still playing bitch until told. I mean, even when he's like finally working with you, it's
The frontline will
him playing bitch because someone told him to.
trust the clothes of the architects behind the lines. Soldier
Like,
must
he is quite literally a tool
Yeah,
at that point.
yeah.
Like, not even figuratively. He's been effectively just put away, so to speak.
to the Silvermane gods, Arden's orders are paramount and absolute.
Yeah, so Branya, the daughter who I was talking about last time,
Mm-hmm.
she is the commanding officer for the entire front lines. And apparently, part of their rule book is if they're the commanding officer of the front lines and the effectively the ruler of their planet
Uh-huh.
are have different orders, contradicting orders.
Mm-hmm.
They have to wait at their posts and for further orders. I
So
mean,
he literally did just get put away like a toolbox, put back into the fucking toolbox.
like he's interpreting it like that. He's being creative with interpretation of the rules, but he could still just he could just as easily be like, okay, I'm still gonna fight you, even if everything you said is true. But
Hesitation.
yeah,
Did I say it was true? If you are truly able to prevent our
That
enemies from
shit's
winning,
ridiculous.
it is. Yes.
all about are indebted to you. You are using lies to mask your true intentions, using our sister and Bronya for your own ends.
You're not lying.
You must be Zero. You are a skilled.
Regardless of what you believe, these guys have been a great help to the Underworld.
If you want to advance further northward, you must traverse an area entirely to the north that will give you some time for the next wave of.
Is that all?
Honestly, realistically, by the standards of any RPG system, that was not a hard fight.
I'm sorry to hear that. Ah, shit. I just realized it's 2:15.
Yeah, I know. I'm stopping soon. Weird that there's just this is a back area that I can go into, but there's nothing here. Or maybe it's a case of there's nothing here yet. It's probably that. I'm going to...
I gotta admit, I had a lot of... The difference is,
Um,
we cut ourselves with Honkai cream instead of pie. I think I can already catch the ball's gratitude.
I'm gonna finish this,
Enough actually to sort of... What's wrong with... Knowing my temper,
I
my
think I'm gonna get a cutscene and then,
street. Actually, sorry, I'll hardly
before,
have time.
and I had to move to the next area. So, I'm gonna go through that cutscene, get to the next area, then call it.
As soon as the restricted zone gate is open, head to Jarilo-VI.
Okay.
Once you've broken through the front line, there's nothing more to fear. Have you made up your mind? Understood. Keep your weapons close. Guards, open the gate.
Are you telling me he talks like this every day?
It's a common occurrence. Guards, formation.
Well, I'm gonna make sure I don't pay the guards any... Here they come.
Prepare yourself.
Okay, correction. A fight, then next area.
Never heard of it.
Honestly, it's the same difference to me.
That's fair.
I told ya! Pretty good crowd today. This is our chance. Rules are made to be broken. Doctor, you're welcome. More than this, these guys are nothing. Hold the line. Ready to lose yourself? Fight it or rock with it. My music. Conquer us all.
It's funny that I've effectively gotten to a good stopping point almost exactly an hour after I've started streaming.
Time for the main event. Keep up. Much tempo.
I have to find the humor in the little things.
I don't disagree.
The barrier hasn't...
Only the first wave. Reassemble soon. Have to.
Hey, Mr. Silvermane. Listen to your sister. Outsiders. Zila, the second wave hasn't started yet. Make the most of this opportunity. Huh? Servo! My brother can't hold them back by himself. He wasted a lot of energy on us. It's your responsibility. Besides, if I'm not here to help, I don't know what might happen in the next wave. I want to go with you. I do. I just need to catch a glimpse of the skull on that one armory site. Then there's never going anywhere without any info guards. I'm alone now. It's up to you now. Believe in me. You've given me new hope. Get hold of the Stella Lab before Victoria realizes what's happening. Hey, Marge. Don't forget to take a picture of the Stella on for me. Say no more! We're good at this, don't worry!
Okay, expected. Uh, the expected moment where we're told that one of the story characters has to stay behind.
Activity is intensifying.
Because reasons.
Hmm. Because we beat up the strongest member of the guard force, so now now one of our party members has to stay behind to help the guard force.
Probably wouldn't have had to come to that if that little bro just knew his role.
This is a young person's adventure. We shouldn't take it far. At most, we could offer a little off-site assistance.
Could we fragment him?
Compared to this, we could.
Sabal said that the stellar line was very likely to overlay the snow caps north of here. If we don't guide or any architect in the stellar line, they'll be disheartened.
Hmm. I think it says everything that uh, that the character, the last, the brother who you've been calling a tool, and his commanding officer that's getting into a heap load of trouble right now are both 5-star characters that are the cover for the ga-
DLC.
gotcha banner that's permanently active. Okay, and as much as I would like to continue, I do need to call it here. So I hope you all have a good one, and if, if you've enjoyed, uh, please please
Do the
like
internet things.
that. That. I hope you have a good one. Bye.